Welcome back to more Stardew Valley Road to Riches with Jojo. So let's see. There goes Steam. Not Steam, Streamlabs actually catching up. Alright. Let's see, we're fixing to go into summer. Which means we'll probably have to switch back to magic bait for any fishing we do. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to check the fishing channel in the morning. Okay. Kiddo. Strawberries are ready. Kind of wondering if it's about time to get rid of the strawberries. Hold on real quick. Okay. Just double checking the batteries in my mouse because it was acting kind of wonky. But I guess it's fine. Get those gone. What do we have in here? A couple wine are ready to go. But yeah, I'm thinking it's about time to get rid of those strawberry plants. We do have all of our stuff over at the island. So we could start switching over what we've got going on here to over there. Still not quite sure on how many I've got, but as far as the garden pots go. But we'll figure it out eventually. Nothing over here is ready, but I do need to go ahead and put that guy up. Grab these guys out. Yeah, it's being really weird going up and down. It doesn't feel as responsive. Sideways is fine. Who knows? Maybe my mouse is getting ready to die. Which kind of would suck, because they stopped selling these at my local store. And I do kind of like this style of mouse, but not the end of the world. Okay, stop trying to check the jukebox. I just want to get the jade. Thank you very much. Grab our strawberries, and then we can go change these jade out for, staircases. I'm kind of hoarding staircases, because I know at some point we're going to have to, like, downsize our jade crystallariums, because, one, I need those crystallariums for other things, and two, I'm thinking about either putting the crystallariums in the house, or, moving them to another location entirely. Like the ones that we do keep. I don't know if I'm going to move them to in the greenhouse, over on the island. The quarry would be a good option too, because all we have over there right now are trees. And they're not really taking up all of the space, so I could definitely utilize the rest of the space for that, our furnaces, any number of things really. There we go. Still didn't check out the layouts for the layout options for the greenhouse, but I'll get around to it one day. Oh, come on. I still got my keybinds stuck in how No Place Like Home works, but that's not what we need. Also, I've already grabbed everything from out of here, so I don't know why I'm in it again. Anyways. said I was going to keep grabbing these just because I don't know if I'm going to make more kegs. If nothing else, I can hoard up the oak resin for something. Yeah, we've got all kinds of space over here that we could use for crystallariums, furnaces, anything. And we do have a warp directly to the desert, so it would be convenient too. Whereas the quarry, we have to more either warp to the mountains and run over there, or take the what's it called? Minecart over there. One of those options sounds a lot more annoying, and one of them sounds a lot easier to do too. I think I'm gonna move the furnaces to the that's the wrong thing I was trying to move. I think I'll take the furnaces over to the desert, because at the very least, this isn't what I'm trying to reach. I've got them in here. But I'll take the furnaces to the desert, because then I can just pop over there and take care of all of that. And then we've got this area that can be used for more kegs. Not kegs. Crystallariums, that's the word. So I think that's kind of what I'm going to focus on, is downsizing a bunch of our stuff from here and moving them to other locations, so that we can use our farm fully for sheds. Because I had thought about, like, just downsizing our furnaces and moving them into the bottom room in the house, but I don't really want to do that. If I was going to move anything, I would rather just move, like, the jade crystallariums in there, because I'm going to downsize them at some point anyways. Because we really don't need as many as we have. That doesn't need to go in here. Thank you very much. That also means I can turn the jukebox over to Shane's theme. Okay. So we've currently got it on Lava Dwellers. Move it to... There we go. Okay, now, as far as the crystallariums go, because if any day was going to be the day I move them, the day that they reset would be the perfect day for it. So, because we have a lot in here, we're going to have 132 of them in here as well. And I definitely can't fit all of them. I can probably only fit a quarter of them into the house, which, like I said, is probably the best place to put them if I'm going to move them. Makes the most sense to me, at least. So, the rest of them, we can move into one of the crystallarium sheds that are on the 3rd day cycle. That'll also mean we can go ahead and fill them up, like, almost as soon as they're placed. Because I don't think it'll be too long until the crystallariums are ready to go off again. Like I said, I also want to fill up our garden pots. Hey, Louise. How's your day going? But I also want to fill up the garden pots that we've got going on at the island house. Which means I'm going to need some pineapple seeds. I'm doing pretty good. But I always am on days I get to play Stardew, so... And matter of fact, go ahead and change this to... Oh wait, it's already at Shane's theme because it's a crystallarium shed, duh. I could have just left these crystallariums here, but... I've got to hit them anyways to get the jade out of them, so might as well. That's good to hear, my dude. There we go. Let me see. Okay. I was kind of worried I was going to lose some of my jade pieces to the ether. But thankfully, I've got all of them in place where I need them. Alright, kiddos. Hey. This is like the worst place you guys could be. Trying to lay this out. Wait. Dang. This is gonna be like the least optimal placement, but... Kid, I need you to like move. And of course Rosie's directly in the way. So I'll leave one of them... Oh wait, I could actually line the stairs too. So I'll leave one of them in the bottom of my inventory along with one piece of jade for it. Because I'll have to wait until Rosie decides to move. Jesus, didn't you just have a test in Portuguese? They're hitting you with tests like back to back. Or at least it feels like it to me. Alright. I don't know when she's gonna be out of the way, so... That one's full up. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Come on. Come on, me. Get yourself together and stop placing things weird. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. Enjoy your dinner, my dude. Let's see. Espresso. We can run to the dinner and... run to the desert. Change out some of this jade for... staircases since it's still Sunday. I'm going slow with it because I don't want to accidentally sell the one I've got set off to the side. It wouldn't really make a difference. I could fill it up the next time they're ready, but, you know, just to be on the safe side, just go slow with it. Alright, and while we're here, I can also place down these guys. Might have to downsize these guys, too. Dang, there's definitely a better way to place that. Move these down one. Now the doubles will go there. Remove this line right here. Can still reach that one, even though it's kind of in a pain in the butt place to get to. Same thing with that one. I can still reach it. We've got 14 left. So we'll go one up because that cactus is in the way. There we go. Okay. Pop over to the island, put these strawberries up. Okay, we've got quite a few in here. Trying to get an idea of about how many pineapples I would need. But I'll just take this 500 stack with me, it's fine. Worst case scenario, I have extra pineapple seeds, and that is never going to be a bad thing in my book. Extra is a safeguard against me being dumb. Okay. Are the kiddos in bed now? So I can finally put the jade up? Yes, they are. Okay. Still stuck in weird keybind mode. There we go. Those guys are done. Our crystallariums are starting to be done as of tomorrow. They should... well, at least one set of them will be ready to go. And that was just our pineapple wine. No, ancient fruit wine, not pineapple. Okay. Give me my prismatic shard, please. Thank you. Say hi to Mechano, and how do fish work in summer? Okay, so we are going to have to switch back to magic bait, but that's not the end of the world in my book. We have magic bait, and as long as Mr. Key has a decent quest line for us, I can get more key gems to buy more of them. I like seeing all the tropical plants this time of year. The valley gets so lush. I've never seen this dialogue. Huh. need to go up, not you. But we can finally start gathering up these guys. Also, I was thinking about it, and all those trees that I've got growing on in the desert, the maple trees, I can probably get rid of them, because I don't see me needing more maple anytime soon, and what I've got at the quarry should be more than enough if I do need some. So right now, that's taking up valuable resource space, where I could better have my furnaces aligned, or any number of things aligned. So I might have to go chop those guys down. Basically, what we're going to be doing this time is general farm maintenance and trying to stay on top of things. For me, at least. Because I am very good at letting things get out of hand. And since I forgot to buy the magic rock candy this week, we're not going to go mining. So that one's all on me, because I had no intentions of not mining until I forgot to buy it. But that's okay. We can go next time. Any better? Not really, but a little bit. Doesn't feel nearly as stiff to move. Like, it's really weird. The ball moves perfectly fine, but it doesn't feel like it's following the movement. I mean, that's better. I'm guessing there was just like a piece of dust on the lens or something. Which, not really a surprise. While I love my cats, one of the downsides of having pets is just the amount of fur that gets everywhere, so, you know. Okay, that definitely seems to be moving a little bit better. It's feels more responsive. Good news, maybe my mouse isn't dying after all. Alright. 2 more on this row, and then we can move on to the little tiny row. Although I am contemplating separating them out. And, like, starting up a new row. Even though there's only 4 sheds in that row. I don't know, though. Although what I could do is, take these and latch them on with these right here, because we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, and 2, 4, 6, 6, 8. We could move these to a different row. I don't know. Trying to think of a way to maximize the amount of time. Make things a little more even. Because this one takes majority of the day for us, so... I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave... Matter of fact, I might even run over to Robin's and start moving some of this stuff. Because what I could do is separate them out over here and line them up based on which row is ready when. If I can enter them into sets of 4, that might make it a little bit easier on me. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Alright, let's go to Robin's. I didn't plan on doing a full-on layout change, but, you know, life happens. Also, give me my espresso back, please. Thank you. Rubino! I need to do some moving. Also, first things first, we need to move these right here. These two are empty now. Trying to get them lined up in the best way possible, and I think the best way to do that is going to be separate them out like that. Maybe. We'll see. Like I said, we might change this in the future. Wouldn't be the first time I've rearranged things and then decided to rearrange them again. You get over here. Does mean I'm losing some of that grass I was letting spread, but that's fine. There we go. Also, this is apparently a great way if you just don't feel like siphoning up grass and you don't have animals that you're worried about feeding, to get rid of grass on your farm, apparently. Okay. Move these from the bottom up, because that'll be a little bit quicker in the long run. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Sometimes I just do things to do them. Case in point, the whole fact of moving this stuff in the first place. And that one. I don't remember what order these are in anymore, so that's kind of an issue. I'm gonna have to figure out which ones are which. Eventually, they're all going to be crystallarium sheds anyways, but at the same time, 2 of them are already ready to be converted. 2 of them are not. Hold on. Can I use this? I can. Oh, it's a little too close to that one, huh? That's better. Let me just go ahead and clean all this up first. You can also use it to clean up flooring that you don't feel like picking up. As long as you're cool with it disappearing forever, you can in fact do that. Alright, where did we have one more? Right there. move these down a little further, because again, I'm not sure which ones are which. I'll just use this one to clean up with. More grass will spawn, and I can use that later, so I'm not too worried about it. Is there more grass back here? I cannot see, so I don't know. Nope, only grass I see is this little patch right here. Okay. And boop. And then we've got these guys over here, which I've already decided I'm going to use 2 of them to start the last 2 for this line. Actually, hold on. I had some of these that were... I'm going to pop back to the house real quick, because I had some of these that were already empty, so I can go ahead and move them out of the way. And move all of these that are full up into the way, so that would be a little bit easier for me. Let me do that. That would be the smart thing to do, wouldn't it? Nobody ever accused me of doing things the smart way. Okay. Hold on. I need something to mark with that I won't forget. So that's going to be empty. I'm going to use that to designate... I'm going to use these to designate which ones has my fruit in it. That one's empty. Dang. Put it right there. I can still kind of see it. Which means this one is empty. So, empty fruit, basically. And I've got those 2 too close. Do I have all of them too close together? No, I'm just dumb. Okay, cool. So, empty. I just won't put anything beside the ones that already have stuff in them. That would make the most sense to me. Do I have this entire line too close? I sure do. So let's see. This one's full, and that one should be full too if I pulled it from over here. Did I pull it from over here? Yes, I did. Okay. Also, I'm probably not getting back to Robin's today, which kind of sucks because she's closed tomorrow. Did she close at 4:30 or did she close at 5? Did she close at 4:30 or did she... Okay, she's still there. Good enough for me. Okay, let's see. This one's empty. And this one's empty. And that one's empty. And then these guys are just too close. I don't know if this one's empty or not, but it can stay in the lineup. As long as the ones that are full go in first. Really? That one's fine. That one's... Why are these off? Where did I mess up? Where did I mess up? Oh, I see where I messed up. I messed up by putting that one too close. I got it. Alright. Is everything spaced out, nice and even? Okay, looks like it. Those are all gone now, which means I can move this one back into place, and we can start a new line over here, which if we're going single wide spacing, I can probably fit a few more. So this one was empty, right? I think this one was empty too, which means I can go ahead and move these two over. Hold on. Just gonna use that to clean things up a little bit. Okay. How many is that in line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dang, we can only fit 7 there currently. Which I might could make it 8 if I moved this stuff out of the way. We'll see. This is fine for right now. Lord knows I'll be back later. Alright. And since it's Monday, I'm going to go ahead and take advantage of that fact and run to town. Check on our quest for the week. Then we can head over to the island and see what Mr. Key's got planned for us. Hopefully he has something good. Like I said, we're going to need magic bait from here on, I think, for catching eels. I'm not sure what other seasons besides spring we can catch them in naturally, so magic bait's going to be the way to go. Let's see. Taro root or tilapia? I think I'd rather do tilapia. Like I said, we're not going to go mining this week, so I might as well go fishing. Also, I made myself a little shortcut through the honey. Eventually, all of these are getting replaced with something anyway, so I'm not too worried about them. They can just kind of chill there for now. Alright. Dang, I feel like this is the same quest setup he's had for a while now. Extended family, I know, has been on here at least the last 3 weeks. And I'm not ready to do that one, even if I have free time. I don't really have that much free time. Because we only get 3 days to do it, which means 3 days of our week, which is a significant portion of it when we're trying to do crystallariums and kegs. Is just devoted to trying to catch all of these fish. Which isn't... It's not undoable. But it's a pain in the ass, and I just don't feel like it. So they're just gonna have to wait. And then, danger in the deep. Dang, that's just the regular mines. And I have no reason to go to the regular mines. So, Mr. Key, your challenges suck this week. Alright. I put all of our... Ah, there they are. All of our seed makers up. Alright. Just start collecting a bunch of these. I don't know how many we need. I did have the thought of we could utilize outside the farm too. So that's not a big deal. We do have plenty of garden pots to utilize. Oh, that's not ready yet. There it goes. Oh, hey, we got an ancient seed from that too. Come on. I do need to go check our little farm at the bottom of the map. Because our ancient fruit over there might be ready as well. Oh. How many is that? 148 might be overkill. So. If nothing else, we have a way to make more, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay. And then in here we should have our strawberry plants, which I plan on getting rid of. And our pineapple plants, which I'm going to leave for right now. Give me that espresso, please. Thank you. How's everything over here doing? Nothing's actually ready yet, so I'm not having to worry about that. Alright. Not the pineapples. The strawberries is the ones I wanted to go ahead and get rid of. Like I said, we have that whole other half of the farm. And since it never changes season, we can go ahead and just plant our pineapple seeds over there. Out in the open. While I would prefer to fill our kegs with only ancient fruit, pineapple's not a bad second option. The best option would be the star fruit, but I don't have time for that. Both of these are regrow options, so I would much rather that. Above all else, I am lazy. Alright, we've got crystallariums for the next 2 days. So that's what? Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday we need to go get our magic rock candy, and then we can also go ahead and start removing stuff at the island. I mean, we could work on it a little bit here and there, in between. But I don't know how much we'll get accomplished in that time. Oh, wait. Real quick while I'm thinking about them. Get the seed makers put back up. Just double checking if I have anything of use in here. I've got a few more pineapple seeds in here. Might as well take them with me. Did I have more garden pots in here, or did I move them all to the island? I think I moved them all to the island. Also, I'll take those, thank you. Hold on. Do it the smart way. Okay. We need quality retaining soil. I can only make 6 of them. Oh, I need fiber. I see, I see. I can make a bunch of fiber seeds, though, so I might do that. Yeah, I probably need to. Let's go. Probably overkill. Hold on. How badly did that deplete my... Okay, because the clay is the main thing I'm worried about, is running out of clay. But thankfully, we still have a pretty decent supply of that. So I'll get the fiber seeds planted tomorrow. We can take the garden pots over to the island tomorrow, put these guys back up tomorrow. These guys can go in the greenhouse. I don't need them this year. I've already got some. There we go. But real quick, what I wanted to do, if I could, was start placing some of this down before we pass out. I didn't move the grass that was right there. That's annoying. I have no one but myself to blame, but it's still annoying. I can come through with my scythe tomorrow, I guess, and get it. Something tells me I'm gonna run out of flooring anyways before I actually get everything finished over here. Yep. Alright. Back to the house. We can actually get in bed before we pass out. Jade says it's done, but I'm gonna wait until tomorrow to make sure the ones at the bottom of the house finish. Okay. A little more than 1 million. I can live with that being the price per day. Gives me a little more free time to do other things. I'll take it. Get one. Prismatic shard, please. Thank you. Not the most optimal placement, but it does the trick. How's everything look in the basement? Nothing ready yet. Okay, Demetrius sent us a rainbow shell. Let's see, you and... No, not you. You. Okay, I needed more flooring, right? Also, rainbow shell. I don't need you for anything, so you can go in there. Okay, sprinklers. I don't know how many I need, but I figure 2 with pressure nozzles probably enough. Hold on, I also need a scarecrow. Shoot. Grab my scythe while I'm thinking about it. Where's my golden scythe? I don't know where my golden scythe is, so we'll just use this one. That's fine. That's why it's always good to have a backup, because I don't know where I left the other one at. There's no telling which chest I put it in. Okay. Get these all lined. Also, I'm concerned because my other set of crystallariums didn't... Yeah, they weren't showing that they were done. But they should be done, right? They're done. So what's going on here? Not you. We've already taken care of those today. I'm gonna get the... Oh, what are they? Fiber seeds taken care of. And then I've got to figure out where in the world my, oh, what are they called? I really wish I was joking about the fact that I cannot remember what I was fixing to say, but I really can't remember what I was fixing to say. That is gonna bug me indefinitely. Okay, I think what I was trying to say is I'm gonna get these taken care of, and then I'm gonna go check on the crystallarium in the house to see if the diamond there is done. But I can't guarantee that that's actually what I was gonna say. Because my brain's not working, apparently. Okay. Go ahead and get these guys watered. Also, I can still plant these last two. All I have to do is... Or last four, rather. I've got smaller, sprinklers I can use. Or if not, I can craft them. They don't take a lot of resources. But I'm pretty sure I've got some already made. Yeah, those guys. Also, you back in there. Wait. Watering can. If I don't put it up now, it's going to be just like the golden scythe, and I won't know where it is. There we go. Those are done. Go in there. I was thinking about moving stuff here, so I don't know if I need to have these spaced like this, but it's fine. Yeah, it's ready. I just didn't grab it. Okay, cool. I love when I do stuff like that. Also, there is one jade that was still hanging around in there, but I'm just gonna leave it until the rest of them are ready again. Because that one's out of sync because I placed it late. But I want them to all be ready at the same time, so that way I don't have to come back and remember to grab one. So, we're just gonna let it hang out there. It's one jade. Also, I think whenever we get done with these crystallariums, depending on the time, I don't know if I'll have enough time, but I can go take our, a little bit of iridium that we already have stockpiled, and go ahead and start smelting it. You know, out of all the things I wish we could move on the farm, Grandpa's Shrine and the farmhouse are two that I really wish we could move. I understand why we couldn't move the shrine. Like, maybe it would be disrespectful or something. But I kind of wish we could move the farmhouse, you know? Okay, 3 more to go. Oh yeah, we've got more than enough time. I can head over to the desert, easy peasy. Might even be able to head over to the island and get some of those, beehives removed. Not sure, but we can see at the very least. I'm never quite sure how long doing these crystallariums is going to take me, just because things like that, I get hung up on things very easily. That's just me having poor hand-eye coordination, but, you know, I still try to factor it in whenever I'm playing a game. Alright, 1 more to go. Okay. Oh, not in there. There. Drop those guys off. I want to pop in here real quick and make sure... Aha! I knew it. Kind of figured that would be ready. Sure, muss. Alright, anybody here? Oh, no, they're trying to sleep. Never mind. I was gonna see if anybody in there was ready for, rehoming, let's say. Okay, those guys are sold. Let's pop over to the desert first. Let me grab my stuff. Because iridium takes the longest to smelt, so... Okay. Our batteries are done, but I'm not going to worry about them right now. Instead, we're going to go put our pole up and head over to the desert, because I've got some beehives that need to leave. And I think we'll just do... trying to be careful to not pull up the flower because as soon as you pull the flower up, all of this honey reverts back to wild honey. Hold on. Were some of those in range to be affected by the... No? I don't understand. I'm very confused. I don't know why some of that honey was wild honey and why some of it wasn't. It should have all been fairy rose honey because I didn't move the flowers until after I'd pulled them all up, so I don't know. Hold on. I'm tired of the flooring bouncing off of me. Crap. Yeah. At least I got the majority of the honey from that section pulled up before I accidentally pulled the flower up. Actually, if I was smart, I would have kept some flooring on me because I'm pretty sure some of those spots... Hold on. I'm not 100% sure, but I think some of these spots may have originally had trees growing in it, so I might need to come back and... You know what? We'll see. We'll have to come back and get the rest of this later anyways, so I'm not too worried about it at this moment in time. But yeah, we got some regular honey, fairy rose honey, and then some wild honey, plus 3 fairy rose, which I'm going to keep. Wait, I might have some already in one of these chests. Do I have some? Not you. I do, but not these colorways. Okay, cool. Alright. I'm just going to put the extra hives in here because I've already got some in there, and let's go to bed. Should be another easy million. Okay. Easy million just from the diamonds. Alright. Real quick, I'm going to pause because I am actually freezing, so I'm going to go grab my jacket. I'm honestly not sure where I put it, but I'll be back in just a minute. Okay. I am assuming that I put it in the laundry, which doesn't surprise me because we've been doing laundry like non-stop. Both today. Well, I guess mainly just today. I think I ran a little bit of laundry yesterday, but, you know, mostly today. Part of the joys of having a puppy. Everything has had to be washed. He'll figure things out like Athena did eventually, but for right now, just gonna have to live with the fact that accidents are gonna happen. I may keep to myself a lot, and I may say I'm happy, but I do appreciate all the work you do. I'm a lucky guy. Okay. Thanks. I wish marrying me didn't completely ruin your story arc, Shane. Okay. Double check all my stuff before I start pulling up things. Make sure these guys look okay. They do. We've got some ancient fruit that's ready to go, so I'll go ahead and harvest that. I feel like our stuff in the greenhouse won't be ready until later on in the week, because I think I waited until like Saturday to harvest it last week. So I can wait on that. And then we've still got that one burn off bit that got destroyed by a storm, so just gonna have to live with that. I could scythe it, but I don't know. I would rather the burnt crop than a piece of dry land. I don't know why, but I would. Alright, back to the tippy top. Start harvesting diamonds. Just, you know, an honest day of farming. I mean, technically, I did farm all of these ingredients, so... Well, most of them. The gold we bought. But we bought it fair and square. With money we earned from farming diamonds. Whenever we get done with this, I need to run over to the desert and put our iridium that we just got up. And grab what we put in last night, because I need to make some more crystallariums while I've got diamonds on me today. And while it's for the row that's, you know, currently in circulation. Oh, come on, grab that one. Like I said, I don't have good hand-eye coordination. I'm aware of this. But I've never said I was good at gaming, just that I like to game. Or play games. And at the end of the day, that's really all that matters for me. Fill all these guys up. Be able to put some more in here in a minute. But I'm pretty sure some of these down here... Yep. I could have gone the extra mile and separated out the one that was mostly done from the ones that were fully done whenever I was rearranging things, but it's fine. feel like all of these at the bottom should be completely full, right? Give me that. Thank you. Because these are the ones that we had originally from the 4 that were off to the far side of the farm. Is that correct? So far, it's looking like that's correct. Okay. Maybe the very bottom one will be an empty one, but I don't think so. Oh, espresso. Oop. And... okay, yeah. This one is empty. All of those diamonds can be sold. Actually, no. Let me be smart and hold on to them until... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let me hold on to them until after we get... our stuff back from the desert. Let me be smart about this. We've got a lot of things to harvest here, so I might as well go ahead and harvest all of it. And I need to get my axe from the island and come take out these maple trees, because I really don't need them. Also, why are my things not filled? They've been over here in the exact same amount of time. I'm very confused. Very, very confused. Okay. Maybe it'll make sense to me one day. Today's just not that day, apparently. Okay, all of that up. How many? I can make 6. Okay. Sell the rest of them. There's like this shed, right? No? Maybe the one above it? Yeah. Alright. Now we can go to the island and get some stuff taken care of over there. And I'm hopefully going to remember to bring my axe back with me. Did I actually bring my axe back already? I did. I'm a dingus. Oh well. These are things we already knew. Okay. These guys can all stay over here. That can stay over here too. While we're here... ooh! Can I have that? Thank you. Free emerald. I still don't understand why... like, some of those I understand why they were wild honey. But some of them I do not understand, because the flower was still down, so... I don't know. Doesn't have to make sense to me. Let me do this the smart way, though, and go ahead and harvest the honey first. On some of these, at least. I'm still going to work in little section at a time. Basically, a section per flower. then if I come back through here with garden pots or kegs, I just have to be careful about where I place everything. Ah, is it because I was doing that maneuver? Okay, so you have to physically take them out first, because if you hit them out, then it changes it back to just honey. Okay. Kind of bullshit, but okay. I'll follow this rule. Okay. Well then, now that I know that that's how the game plays it, let's do like I said and pick all the honey individually after I drink some more espresso, because I'm not doing this by running slowly. I did realize that at some point I'm either going to have to expand the number of sheds I have in a row, because the way I've currently got it set up, there's 8 sheds per row. But at some point I'm going to have to expand that, because I can't just do infinite rows of 8, right? 1, I don't have the space, and 2, I wouldn't be able to keep them all on separate days either way, because there's only 7 days in a week. So eventually I'm going to have to expand it, and eventually we're going to run out of just possible time for me to harvest them without using mods. And on this particular playthrough, I do not want to use mods. Like I've said before, at some point maybe we'll come back to this idea of trying to reach 1,000,000,000 gold using things like the automate mod, but today is not the time for that. This playthrough is not the time for that. Okay, that's all the hives pulled up, done. We've got time. I can probably get some of this stuff put away, some of it sold off. Okay. Is that all? You guys get in there. Emeralds, get in there. Honey in the shipping bin. You guys in there, and we can go get rid of those trees. And that was actually really great timing. Got one more of those in the way. Alright, I need to come back through with more flooring in the future, and I might rearrange how these are laid out, because that looks pretty inconvenient too. That's the whole reason I moved my solar panels, because they were inconvenient. So just go ahead and pick them up. Go ahead and pick them up. We've got to come back over here tomorrow anyways, so I can just remember to bring some flooring with me, and we can get this all sorted then. I could also probably lay out my solar panels a little bit better too, but eh. Maybe one day. Okay, I see why that one's... Some of these are moved. Because I had things in the way. Yeah, because I couldn't place one there, and I couldn't place one over where that cactus is. Okay. There we go. Got a couple of spaces that need to get gone, but as for now, that is good enough. Hold on. I've got a bunch of iridium in here. Why? I'm out of stone. Oh, I'm a goober. Okay, cool. I'll get that sorted tomorrow then. It's not really a big deal for right now. So tomorrow we need to go to the desert and get some stuff taken care of, but we also need to go to, what's it called? We need to go to Robbins too. Our jade is ready. I'll grab it tomorrow. I'm not worrying about it right now. If I tried to worry about it right now, I would probably just end up passing out before I got halfway through it. Alright, so we're almost at 1,000 with our other crystallariums. We're just not quite there yet, but we are missing about 1.5 of the sheds, so that makes sense. Also, this guy's still here, but he's not supposed to be. Because I've already gotten rid of those strawberries. Haven't I? I feel like I have. Pretty sure I have. I'll double check. Either way, they need to be pulled up, because... I'm pretty sure I've already done it, but they need to be pulled up, because they're not going to stay there. No wonder I feel like I'm moving slow. I am. I didn't take my espresso this morning. Anything down there? Nope. Cool beans. Sandy sent us a tomka soup, which I'm gonna go put in the chest. Do I have room in there? I do. Awesome. Because that's just a great gift for quite a few people. Let's see, we need 3 of those. So, back to the desert. Also, these guys are ready. Again, I might rearrange these guys, but I just rearranged them, so I don't really feel like it. Okay. We've got 132 of these, so... trying to make it so that it's not too much of an issue to go through there. Because I still don't want to block myself off from being able to get to the mines quicker. Okay, that cactus is gonna be in the way, but... Just work around it, I guess. I'm gonna leave a space there, because I don't want to block myself off completely from going to Sandy's. Can I walk through that? Yeah, so I'll leave that space there, too. You know, I could also just block the cacti off. I don't know how useful that would be, but that is in fact a thing I could do. Hold on. You stay there. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna call that good enough for right now. It's a little less of a pain than it was. I don't know how much less of a pain, but a little bit. Which in my book is good enough. You in there. We need to run to Robin's. You don't go in there. But you guys do. Also, what did I put in here if I didn't put my magic rock candy? Okay, it was the jade. Still need it in there, but wasn't thinking about it. Okay, we need a bunch of stones, which technically I could deconstruct my staircase for, but I don't wanna. Yeah, that is a late game option for doing, like, for getting stones. If you don't have the time or the want to go mine for them, and you need a decent amount of them. If you have access to Mr. Key's shop, you can get the deconstructors, and just get your jade however you get it, either through mining or through crystallariums like I do, whichever you prefer. And then, change it in at the desert on Sundays for your staircases, and then you can deconstruct the staircases for stone. That is a very solid option for getting stone if you want to, but I need my jade and I need my staircases, so buying from Robin it is, because I need more stone than I could feasibly mine in a week. My time is more valuable than the amount of money we spend on stones, because in the long run I'm going to make it back. And then some. Okay. I can make 24, and now we're out of iridium. And I think it was this shed. No, it's the one above it? No, one below it. Yeah, one below it. We're not quite finished with this shed, but we're a lot closer than we were before. Now that these guys are awake for the day, 3 hearts, 1, 3, 4. Myth is very close to being sold. Malbert, no. Bomo is pretty close too. This guy, I don't know if I can get to them without accidentally grabbing honey. Ah, they're not ready. Not by a long shot. Do you guys have anything I can sell? They do, but it's not really worth selling them without turning them into mayo, and I just don't feel like doing it. Okay. Right. Goldie, come here. But I need to check something. How is everybody doing over here? Not done yet. Those guys are looking good. But I was thinking, I need to move, our greenhouse and these guys out of the way. Because like I said, I can only fit, 7 cycles worth of crystallariums in, and technically one of those cycles needs to be more or less dedicated to just our kegs, but I can't guarantee a day for that because the kegs will change just because of their cycle being less than 7 days. Alright, move some stuff. Let me move some stuff real quick. Greenhouse. You get down here. That works. Okay. How badly does that block? It blocks it off all the way, but I'm not too worried about that because we don't necessarily use that exit. I could theoretically block off our, what's this thing called? Our mushroom cave. I could theoretically block that guy off too, but eh. Alright, we need 2 more to fill out this row. Then I could fit another 1. That would be, what? 5 weeks? Technically, we have more options available than that. Because I've got all this space right here that I could use. Okay. You guys, down here. This stuff's gonna stay for right now because I don't really want to move it right now. Okay. Good, good, good. Good enough. Alright. All that's done. So, let's go see about Demetrius' quest. He just wants 10 tilapia, so let's do that. I need something that isn't on the farm for a little bit, basically. I might check the fishing channel whenever we get back home. Hey, Megs. I'm good, and the puppy is... very, very hyper. Very, very hyper, but... I mean, he is a puppy, so it makes sense. We've already had to wash our bedding, the dog bed, the little liner for his kennel. I'm sure there were other things, but I can't think of them right now. I think Drew has a pair of his shoes in the laundry basket to be washed. But it's all good. Oh yeah. He'll grow out of it eventually. He'll learn constructive ways to play. Unfortunately, Athena is absolutely terrified of him. So, you know, kind of wears out one of the options for like running off his energy. Like, I've seen her wanting to play with him, but then the idea of new things scares her. So, I really should have seen this coming, though, because this is the dog that's afraid of everything. I love her, but it's gonna take some time for her to get used to him. Although, in the meantime, I get to watch her side-eyeing him, like, what is this thing? And it's the most amusing thing in the world. Because, like, she was laying on the couch earlier, and he just, like, props his front legs on the couch, and she just side-eyes him while holding her ball. Just like, what is that? Mom, it's gonna touch me. I'm like, it's just a puppy. Play with him. You want to play? He wants to play. I see how this could work out. I don't know why you're not connecting the dots. Oh yeah, that's gonna be her best buddy whenever she gets used to him. Like, the only dog she hasn't acted nervous around was the dog that was literally growling at her the entire time he was here. Because, like, my brother, not my brother, my brother-in-law, Drew's little brother, has a dog that was a street rescue, and he growls at everyone and everything. The only humans that are allowed to touch him are brother-in-law and his boyfriend. That's the only ones that are allowed to touch him. And even they still get growled at, but it's more just, you know, him growling for the sake of growling for them. That dog, she freaking loved. Wanted to be his best buddy. But no, the puppy that wants to play with her and wants to cuddle with her, nah, she doesn't want him. I will say, he is the sweetest little cuddler, though. Like, he is full on bonkers when he's not being cuddly. He has two modes, cuddly and crazy balls. That's it. But again, it's one of those things he'll kind of grow out of, the craziness. Or at least it'll calm down. That might be it. Oh god. Athena, you have horrible taste. Alright, you know what, Mr. Fish? I'm trying to catch tilapia so you can go on and live your life. Because you are very obviously not a tilapia. He's also a big glutton. Like, we've moved the cat food up on top of our deep freezer because they can still get up there. They like to hang up on the deep freezer. Mainly because it's like in front of a window. So, that's fine. We have to pick Athena's food up uh, during the day while he's out and about. We can put it back down at night whenever he goes into his kennel for the night. Because we discovered after the first night that he cannot be left unattended. He doesn't really sleep so much as he takes naps. I mean, he takes hardcore naps, but they're very short, and it's just long enough for you to think he's asleep, get distracted doing something, and then he's into something. Matter of fact, the bedroom door is currently closed because he figured out, because like I had him just like hanging out on the bed while I was streaming the other day. No, I wasn't even streaming yet. I was just playing on my computer. And he figured out that he could prop himself up on the back of my chair and eat my headphones. So, you know, he's not allowed in here while I have my headphones out and about. Because, like, if they're out of sight, he doesn't worry about them. But yeah, he's got a new favorite toy. He absolutely loves it. It's a little stuffed raccoon. And Athena gets super jealous whenever he squeaks it because she thinks it's her squeaky toy. And it's just like, no, you have Shark and Hot Dog and all kinds of other toys. This is his toy. Because for some reason, he doesn't want to play with her toys as much. Like, he'll play with the balls, but he doesn't really want to play with her hot dog toy. Probably because it's way too big. It's, like, almost as big as his body. Um, and he doesn't want to play with her shark toys. Okay. That was probably not a tilapia anyway, so I'm not too worried about that fish. Yeah, it's been so long since Athena was a little puppy. Like, I will always call her a puppy because she is my baby. But she is a grown dog, and I have forgotten just how much a puppy is. But it's okay. As he gets older, he'll grow out of it. No, literally, we bought a pack of... Because his balls, like, her balls that Athena has, they're the big tough dog balls, right? Like, we've talked about it before. I got the ones that are, like, rated for German Shepherds for her because she tears things up when she plays. But they're too big for him to play with. Or at least we thought. He was walking around with one in his mouth earlier. But when we first brought him home, he didn't want to play with it because he couldn't get his mouth around it. Um, so we bought, like, just a little 4-pack of smaller tennis balls for him to play with. And as soon as, like, the package was in view, Athena was, like, trying to get to them. She's also very worried about him having something that she doesn't. Because, like, we have a thing where if the dog does good when they go outside, like they use the bathroom, they don't get distracted and try and run at traffic or people, you get a cookie. It's not actually a cookie, it's like a little bone-shaped dog biscuit. But I call them cookies, so they're cookies. Um, I gave Athena hers first, and then I took a little piece of one to give to Tarkus, and Athena dropped hers on the floor to go see what he had. And it's just like, you have a cookie, he has a cookie. You have a bigger cookie. I gave him a smaller one because he's a baby. See, Athena's 3, but I'm still in the habit of calling her a puppy. Like, it took me physically looking at her paperwork from the vet the other day to go, oh wow, she's already 3 years old. Because it doesn't feel like she's 3, right? It doesn't feel like we've had her for that long. But she's 3 years old now. And she'll do the sassing thing, like, that's part of the reason why I'll tell her she's rude, because she just, like, barks at me, and I'm just like, no, you're rude. We're not doing all that. And that just makes the sass even worse. Also, anytime Tarkus barks, it startles her. She just gives him that look like, what are you? Because like I've said before, she's only really met a couple of dogs because we only have a few people that have dogs around us. Like, my grandpa has dogs, but they're down, thanks to some incidences with our neighbors, they're in a pen down at the back of the property. And I really don't try to take her down there. For one, that's my grandpa's place. I'm not gonna take her over there where she can get into his stuff. And two, it's in the woods, so I don't want her getting covered in ticks. Um, so she's never really interacted with those dogs. My brother has a dog, but she stays in the house because she's little, she's old, she stays in the house. Also, again, I'm not walking Athena all the way up to my brother's house because that's way too close to the highway. And I trust her, but I don't trust her, you know? Our friends that have dogs either live too far away or I'm just not sure how the interaction would go, because one friend has a dog with anxiety, and Athena has anxiety. So I don't know how interaction between two anxiety-riddled dogs would work. Also, it's a 30-plus minute car ride, and I'm pretty sure Athena would not appreciate that. And then she got to meet one of her litter mates. That was a while ago. We really don't keep up with those friends too often anymore either, though. One of those situations where life just, takes you on different paths. Okay. Get this Joja Cola put up. And it looks like we're gonna have to take care of our kegs tomorrow, because this one still hasn't popped, but it should be ready to go in the morning. See, food aggression was something that Athena tried to do when she was a baby, but we kind of nipped that in the bud real quick because we have cats and they're nosy, and we knew she was going to get significantly bigger than them. We didn't think she was going to get as big as she is, but, well, that's what happens. Drew keeps telling me Tarkus isn't going to get that big, but I'm just like, we'll see. We didn't think Athena was going to get that big, but we'll see. We'll just wait and see how he looks after he's grown for a couple of years. So we nipped the aggression in with her pretty quickly, but she was also, like, barely 5 weeks when we got her. So it was one of those things we were able to work with her. But something we didn't realize was going to be an issue until we got Tarkus is apparently she can be toy defensive. Like, tried to growl at him when he went for his own toy. Like, it was the little raccoon toy I picked up for him. And she tried to growl at him for it, and I was like, no ma'am. We don't do that in this house. I haven't heard her do it again, so we'll see. It's just a thing she's got to get used to. But I mean, if she was able to adapt to a new cat in her house, actually 2 new cats, because she had to get used to Jojo and Blackie. So if she was able to get used to that, she'll get used to a puppy. One thing about Athena, she may be a very nervous dog, but she's also an incredibly sweet dog, so I'm not too worried about her. I have been making sure she gets... Where is Makino? Did I just, like, completely pass him? We're missing a kid now. You know what? I'm in here, but I don't even remember which one it was supposed to be. 6 a.m. to 11 a.m., 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Which one did we have for this? Tilapia? Oh, but yeah, I've been trying to make sure she gets plenty of attention, too. Because I don't want her getting upset. I mean, that's still better than attacking, I will say. That's a definite improvement. I know, he's probably just behind something and I can't see him. But I do know that sometimes there's a glitch where the kids can get, lost in the void. But I think that's something that, like, resets the next day, like after you go to bed. 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. So tomorrow we can work on Dimitri's quest. How many do we already have? We have none. Cool. Cool. Let's see. Do I see him anywhere? He's not down here. He's not in Shane's room. Is he... No, he's not there. They never go into the... Yeah, they never go into the basement. Makino, where are you, little dude? Oh! You can just barely see his mask. He's standing in the bed. Okay. Cool. Didn't know that would happen. But good to know. Go ahead. Oh, see. Go ahead and pull some of those up from the very front. No real reason for it, I just felt like it. Might as well go ahead and harvest these before I do the kegs. We're still pretty early in the day, so got all the time in the world. Okay. And so far, Tyler and Jojo are still very much annoyed that this man is in their house. Um, Jojo is a giant puffball. She chills out whenever he's sleeping because he's not, you know, being as high energy. And Hector and Blackie are still being really chill about it. Oh, hey, thank you for subscribing, Inga. Okay. Couple of stragglers along the side here that I must have missed at some point. Thankfully, neither of them have started fighting. Because it does worry me, because Athena is supposed to be bigger than him regardless. So it does worry me, because like this dog has legitimately gave me a bloody nose before, so I do worry about her, like, either playing too rough, or... I'm not really worried about her getting aggressive. Athena's never really been an aggressive dog. And like I said, she doesn't know her own strength sometimes. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm literally just talking about a puppy, but as long as you're enjoying it. Oh, get around that curve, thank you. But yeah, she's not really aware of how much strength she has. She still thinks she's an itty-bitty puppy. It's all the same. I get it confused sometimes myself when I'm talking. Yeah, these guys changed out. I'm missing quite a few. Yeah, I really do hope for Drew's sake, well, I hope for Tarkus' sake that Drew is wrong about him not getting much bigger than he currently is, because, like I said, Athena's still under the impression that she's itty-bitty, and she just kind of, like, throws herself around. So it kind of worries me that something's gonna happen. Which is why he's gonna be in his kennel during bedtime, because I don't trust him. He's a puppy. I don't trust him yet. But also whenever we leave the house, because partially because I don't trust him, partially because I don't trust the cats. Like, I trust Hector and Blackie not to do anything, but Tyler's already gotten him once. In Tyler's defense, little dude bounded up to him and completely ignored the warning hisses. But he's a puppy and he doesn't know that those are warning hisses, so I don't think he's ever met a cat until he moved in with us. But yeah, he'll figure it all out. For right now, though, he's gonna stay in his kennel whenever we're not home or whenever we're sleeping. That is assuming both of us are sleeping. Sometimes Drew and I get our sleep cycles out of sync, and so I'll be asleep while he's awake, so if we're both awake, or if one of us awake, he gets to stay out. Take your time. I'm gonna be filling up kegs for a minute now. But I've got little dude all scheduled up for his vaccinations and shots and stuff. He gets to go next week, because that's the earliest the vet's office could get him in. And they wait until he's 6 months to get neutering done, so he's got to wait until the middle of October for that. But we are going to go ahead and get him microchipped while we're there. Which I'm pretty sure is just like on the form, is what the lady said whenever I asked about it. It's just something they offer whenever they do anything with anesthesia, is they offer the opportunity for you to get them microchipped if they're not already. And like I said before, since we're going to be moving into an area where it's not just my family all around us, and our dogs do look like hunting dogs, they're not hunting dogs. They have never been trained for it in their lives. I'm hoping he's going to be, I don't want him to be the same size as Athena, because Athena she's a lot. Like, she left me half a foot of space the other day to lay down on the bed. So I can only imagine if there was 2 of them doing that. But I'm thinking, I want him to be just slightly smaller than her, big enough that he can handle it if she does throw her weight around. But maybe not as, all-encompassingly big as she tends to be. Because, like, for a dog that forgets she's small, or forgets that she's not as small as she used to be, she likes to use up every last inch of space she can get. Don't get me wrong, I love that dog to death, but I want to be able to sleep in the bed, dang it. I guess I'll go ahead and take these guys to the what's it called? Desert. My brain's not with me today. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. Okay. I just don't want extras on me, because what I'm fixing to do is we're going to drop these off, and then we can head to the beach and just do some fishing. We're not going to find any tilapia there because it's past the time for them, but I can go ahead and just fish for a little bit. I'm not used to having extra free time. Wait, really? Huh. I don't know, because they told us they wanted Athena to be at least 6 months, too, whenever we made the appointment. She was well over 6 months, because we waited until after her first heat. But they had told us, they had asked if she was at least over 6 months whenever we made the appointment. I was like, yeah. But then again, she's also only a 50-pound dog, so... I don't know. It could also be, like, specific to the vet's office. I have absolutely no idea. Oh, but yeah, the microchipping, just because, you know... Like I said, they both look like hunting dogs. Athena's a red bone, which is a good... I want to say treeing dog, and same thing for Tarkus, because he's a beagle. And considering there are a couple of people that live on our road that, like, for the most part, the people that live on our road I'm not concerned with, but there's a couple of people that I am concerned would take a dog if they could. And one of those people happens to be, like, not right across the road, because the person that lives right across from us is a lady that's known my family my entire life, and I absolutely adore her. I'm not worried about either of my immediate neighbors, because one's my uncle and the other one's just, like, a really nice dude. Plus, I'm pretty sure he's got his own dog to worry about. He's not worried about my dogs. But we will be moving on to, like, a country road. It's gonna be closer to town, but it'll be on a country road instead of on the highway, so... A few more people that I'm used to being around. And considering this is a road that I'm familiar with from my entire life, it's my grandparents' house that we're moving into, so... I'm well aware of what goes on in that road. And there have been instances of crime throughout the years. So, you know, just gonna microchip them to be on the safe side. Neither of them knows how to tree a squirrel or a bird or anything like that. Well, you don't tree a bird. You go get the bird after, you know. Neither of them knows how to hunt, and they're not going to be trained to know how to hunt ever. But other people don't know that just looking at them, so just to be on the safe side. Oh, and we are going to go a little bit longer today than I normally do, since I was late getting here. Also, I'm really excited to start my time at Portia tomorrow. Drew told me I should go ahead and, like, load up the game and play a little bit, get familiar with things, and I'm like, no, I want it to be a completely blind playthrough of it. I want somebody to watch it and be like, why are they doing that? That's the wrong way to do it. That's another thing, because like I said, we're going to be closer to people, so while I do have plans of getting a fenced-in yard, and I'm not really worried about Athena running away, but I don't know how Tarkus is going to behave. And especially while he's still a young puppy, he's very easily distracted by things because his nose smells everything. There's a lot of people that have dogs near us. Shoot, there's a bunch of people that have cattle near us, so I don't know if he'll, like, He's also in the habit of trying to bust out the door, so I'm worried about that too. I've also at some point got to get at least Tyler chipped, because he's the only one that actually goes outside or tries to go outside. At least once a year, that cat tries to run out the door, and I'm kind of expecting it soon, since we just got the puppy, and he's gonna be like all in his feelings about it. Oop, oop, oop. But yeah, the rest of the cats want absolutely nothing to do with the outside. Like, I've left the front door open before with Hector in the room, because we had Tyler, like, I think we were moving something into the house, and we had already decided Hector was chill about things, but this incident, like, confirmed it in my mind. So Tyler was in the room because we were bringing something into the house, so we just had the front door open so that we could move things quicker. And Hector just stood at the door for a minute with his mouth open doing that deep breathing stuff, and just walked away. I was just like, is it not good, Hector? Is outside not good? Outside was not good for Hector. Blackie has never shown an interest in the outside in the entire time my family has had him. And honestly, Jojo hasn't either. The most she shows interest is, like I've mentioned before, we have like a slight gap at the bottom of the door on the trailer because somebody thought it was a good idea to try and fit a regular home door onto a mobile home. Just for like a heads up if anybody's thinking about refurbishing a mobile home, don't do that. Go out of your way to find a mobile home door to fit on there if you need a new door. Because this man cut the threshold of the door, and we've had nothing but issues. But anyway, so there's a slight gap, and whenever the June bugs come out, they can like propel themselves into that gap. So she'll sit there like at the gap and just like swat June bugs as they fly in. Oh, 100%. Tyler stays gone for like a day or two, and he comes back acting starved, terrified of everything. And I'm just like, yeah, there's no food out there that you can't just like go get out of the bowl. Um, there's no comfortable place to lay down. There's other cats actively trying to find you. Because what it is I think he smells like other cats. Because one of our neighbors on the other side of the wood line has cats, and her cats are like outside cats. But, so every now and then, like, one of the toms will come through, and I guess he smells it and is like, I need to go out there and find him. And it's just like, Tyler, you can't fight. You have been inside your entire life. You have lived a life of luxury and sedation. You wouldn't know how to cope. I mean, this is the cat that gets lost in the hallway, for God's sake. He will literally stand in the hallway and forget where I am. So he'll start meowing until I answer him. Like, I figure he just, oh wait, it's it's 2 a.m. I lost track of time. But oh no, poor camper. At least he was still in the garage and not outside. Because like Tyler actively makes the choice to run outside once a year. Without fail, he has tried to run outside since we moved to the trailer. Um, he did get outside whenever we lived um with my mom and grandparents, but that was a whole different issue. See, I think that's what goes on with JoJo, because she was a street cat when we got her, and now she's just like, no, no, no. I'll sit near the bottom of the door, but I'm not going out there. I should knock on wood just in case she gets like a wild hair and decides she wants to go outside or something. I don't think she does because she loves being able to be inside with Drew. Like, that's her daddy. She loves him. She will straight up follow this man around the house meowing until he picks her up because she wants to be up high. Oh shoot, our crystallariums are ready again? I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. I guess I'm gonna hold off a little bit on getting them though. Because if we're gonna do Demetrius's quest, I need to get to the beach. We should have more than enough time to gather up all of our diamonds if I leave the beach by 2, which is the cutoff time for tilapia, right? It's tilapia. It's either 2 or 11, one of the two. Two, okay. Alright. Get all of this random stuff out of my inventory. No, no, no. This one. Aww. Athena doesn't like loud noises either. Anytime we have a bad thunderstorm or whenever people are putting off fireworks, or the one neighbor that has way too much tannerite than any one man who's not actually hog hunting should have, whenever he starts setting that off, I feel so bad for her. That's one of the reasons we got the calming treats in the first place, is to, like, chill her out whenever stuff like that happens. Also, I felt so bad for her. Anytime we get on to the puppy for, like, chewing on things or using the bathroom in the wrong spot, trying to train him, basically. Athena thinks she's the one getting in trouble, and we're just like, no, Athena, it's not you, honey. You're doing okay. You're fine. You're just chewing on your ball. Or whatever she's doing at the time. 9 times out of 10, it's a good assumption that she's just playing with a ball. That dog loves balls. That's right, Willie. You're not allowed to go anywhere until I catch this fish. Also, I hear Tarkus barking at something in the living room. I don't know what he's barking at. I do know he goes absolutely bananas if Athena is outside and he's not. Because, like, I'm not taking both of them outside because nothing will get done. Not until they're both trained to be around each other properly. So normally I'll take him first and then I'll take Athena. But I might have to change that around and start taking Athena first and then him. Because he will just sit in the window. You know what, Mr. Fish? You go live your fishy life, because you're definitely not a tilapia. But he will get in the window and just go absolutely bananas because she's outside and he's not. He was also doing this thing the other day where if I, like, stopped giving him attention for less than a minute, he would start barking at me, and I was just like, Sir? Sir? I'm trying to do a thing. Because I was literally trying to find something to listen to that I didn't have to, like, actually pay attention to. Just some background noise so that way I could give him my full attention, because I'm not sitting in just a silent room. I could, but I don't know, it hurts my brain to just sit in silence sometimes. Sometimes I like it, sometimes it just hurts my brain. But every time I tried to look back at the computer to try and find something to listen to, he would start barking at me. And I was just, until he finally just fell asleep. I'm just like, all this dramatics. And for what? Nap time? Something tells me we're not gonna finish Demetrius' quest. We do have Sunday, so I might make a note for it, because that'll be when we come back. Honestly, I feel so bad for Athena, because, like, one of the reasons we got a puppy, or wanted to get a puppy in the first place, was so she had a companion. And it's just left her confused and anxious, and she thinks she's getting in trouble constantly, and I'm just like, this isn't how I wanted it to go at all. I know it'll work out eventually, though. Like, it's just new creature in her space. He doesn't smell like her yet. He's also endless bounds of energy, which is confusing because she's used to the cats. And, you know, he's gonna be making more accidents and having to be corrected because he's a puppy and very clearly has not had a whole lot of direction as of yet. So she's gonna keep thinking that she's the one getting in trouble. And it's just like, it'll work out eventually. But in the meantime, she's gonna get nothing but cuddles and comforts, because I feel so bad for her. She's like, it's not you. Although I still can't get over her being so jealous that he might have something that she doesn't, that she dropped her cookie on the floor. Like, seriously? You got a bigger piece of cookie than he did. Oh, hey. I do not need the tail, but I will take the coal. Alright, we've only got so much time left before we can't find tilapia anymore anyways. And we've got to get our crystallariums going. Oh, and apparently, later tonight or tomorrow, I've got to figure out where my needle and thread is, because, like I said, he's not the greatest with potty training yet. He understands it a little bit, but we had to wash the dog bed, and our washer was not kind, apparently. There's just a giant rip down the side, so I've got to get my needle and thread out and fix it later. But it's all good. Alright, this is probably going to have to be the last one, because it's already 1:20. Oh wait, how many do we have? Dang it, we're definitely not going to. I'm going to write myself a note for next time to go fishing immediately. Shoot, I'm going to have to start a new list of notes too. This is already full. Well, that kind of sucks. Maybe I'll remember to move my other notes over here, because I've got some stuff written down that applies that I don't always remember unless I look at the notes. So, Let's see. We need 4 tilapia. 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. There we go. We got one more day to try and get them, so we'll see what we can do. Alright, first things first, though. Get all of this out of here. What's this? Thank you, Sandy. Between Sandy and the, Skull Cavern mining chest, I will never run out of, cacti, apparently. Wait, it's not this one. Oh, wait, it's the first set, duh. I forgot, we started the crystallarium cycle back over. Also, I'm just realizing that they're not a full 7 days apart, so I'm gonna have to factor that in too. I do have the processing times written down somewhere, so I'll have to find those notes and kind of plan around that. As far as the line of crystallariums go, we probably won't be able to fit 7 in, so I don't know. See, the thing is, he does good, right? Like, he knows to go to the door when he needs to go outside. But he doesn't necessarily do that all the time. And sometimes, even if he does do that, he will wait until he is about to burst, and in the time it takes me to put on a pair of flip-flops, has already peed in front of the door. And I'm just like, your bladder will get there one day, bud. One day. He's kind of getting the idea with, like, the puppy pads we have. Because we already had some for Athena, like, in the middle of the night or on stormy days. So, like, if she couldn't wake us up, or if it's too bad outside for us to go outside, she had somewhere to go. And he's kind of getting the idea for that. But not quite. Yeah, it's just one of those things. He'll get it. He'll get it one day. I will say, though, the food thing is always going to be a thing, apparently. According to my friend, that's just a beagle thing. They will eat themselves to death with food. So we're going to have to start putting it... I wanted to do this anyways whenever we got moved over to the house, but we're going to have to start doing feeding times for at least the dogs. The cats are pretty good at self-regulating. Honestly, Athena's pretty good at self-regulating. She eats once a day. The only other time she'll really eat is, like, if we're in the kitchen doing something and she's trying to look like she's not begging, she'll, like, just grab a mouthful of food and stand there with it. And I'm just like, you are so obvious, my dear. Sweet doggo, just, you know. She doesn't quite understand that I know the trick. And I'm not gonna tell her I know it. For one thing, she doesn't really understand what I'm saying sometimes. Okay, 2 more to go, and then the crystallariums are done. And honestly, we could probably just go fishing again. We're not going to catch any more tilapia unless I use the magic bait. If I use the magic bait, we might can find some. might have to do that. I'll be honest, the only food Athena really gets excited for is whatever Drew and I are eating. Which 9 times out of 10 she can't have. She can have the raw ingredients for a lot of the stuff we're cooking, but we tend to cook with a lot of onion and garlic, so she can't have the finished product. Which, you know, us giving her handouts while we're cooking probably doesn't help her doing that whole I'm not begging shtick that she does. But it's kind of funny, so I'm not gonna stop. Also, random piece of flooring in my inventory, really? That one can go there for now. I was fixing to say, I guess the storm, like, popped it up. Alright. Back to the... No! Shoot! Hold on. Magic bait. Magic bait. Magic bait. There we go. Might take me a minute, but I get there eventually. And I want to say the only cat we have that's food motivated is Blackie. That man loves his food. I want to say he's finally gotten over the, and it might just be the fact that we have him on a different food than my mom used to have him on. Like, the food we have is more, actually, I should double check before I say that. I want to say it's, like, grain-free or low-grain. But Drew's the one that usually picks out the food, so I'm not sure. But, he used to have a really bad habit of either eating too quickly or maybe it was something to do with the food itself that he was eating. But he would get sick, like, almost immediately after eating. That's kind of lessened. That or he's got... this is a scary thought. That or he's gotten good at hiding where he's gotten sick at. That concerns me. I wish I hadn't had that thought. Because at some point, we're going to have to move all the stuff that we have over to the other house. And... yeah, that thought concerns me now. I'm just going to go with the assumption that he has gotten better about not getting sick after he eats. That is better for my own, queasy stomach to think about. But yeah, he loves cat food and human food. Like, I've said it before, but I got some ice cream one day. And this cat can apparently recognize what an ice cream container looks like. Because it was just one of those, like pint-sized ones. And he went absolutely nuts. Just, like, got on the back of my chair, was trying to get in the container. I'm just like, sir? Because I know my mom used to, like, give him little bits of whatever she would eat. I try not to do that. For one, I don't like begging. Because, like, I'm not sitting at your food bowl begging while you eat. Please don't sit at my feet while I eat. But for two, a lot of the stuff I eat's not good for them. It's not necessarily even good for me, but it's not good for them for sure. I'm trying to think of any time any of the other cats have shown interest in human food. Taco Bell. Oh my god. Hector is obsessed with Taco Bell. Like, I'm talking raiding the trash can obsessed. Like, I don't know what it is, if his previous owner gave him Taco Bell a lot. I see with Blackie, it was like every time he ate. But I want to say he got a pretty decent checkup at the vet and they didn't find anything, so I'm guessing it was just the food or how fast he was eating, one of the two. Oh no! Literally the other night. Maybe it was last night. Um, Drew said Tyler was sitting on the dresser that's directly next to his side of the bed. And oh god, Drew woke up and Tyler's above him hacking. And he tells Tyler to move, and him saying his name made him turn his head towards him and he threw up on his shoulder. Oh my god. I was just like, I'm so glad it was you and not me because I would have thrown up too. Like, I have a very weak stomach. Drew thankfully has like a stomach of steel. I've only ever seen this man get sick when he ate something that didn't agree with him or when he was very, very drunk. Me, I breathe the wrong way and it feels like I'm choked and next thing you know I'm running to the toilet to throw up. I have always been like that though. Oh, oh. You know what, Mr. Fish? You are very obviously not the fish I'm looking for. So... Oh shoot, we are super low on health. Oh. Huh. Didn't realize we were that low. You know, that makes sense because we probably spent a lot of energy yesterday and then we didn't recover our full amount because we passed out. That makes sense. Apparently, Drew just, like, cleaned himself off and went back to bed. I'm like, I would have had to have jumped in the shower myself. But this man is very nonchalant. He's just like, oh, that's fine. I cleaned it off. Aw, crap. I was gonna eat a salad so that maybe we could, like, get a little bit of energy back, but never mind. Did we get another owl statue? I'm pretty sure we got another owl statue. I'm gonna write a note to look for it. Because I'm fairly sure we just got another one. That's like, what, our fourth owl statue? I know they increased the odds for them, but this is kind of ridiculous. Farm. Okay, there we go. Alright, and we've got, again, 1 million from our diamonds. We've got more diamonds to take care of next time. Okay. Let's put this on. Okay, Jojo, you're cute, but it's gonna be Athena because she's the one that's been tormented the most. Like, the cats have been tormented because new dog, but Athena's the one that new dog, plus she thinks she's in trouble, plus this thing's trying to interact with her. But yeah. I'm really hoping he likes sweaters as much as she does because she is absolutely adorable in her sweater. And I can only imagine he would be too. I still don't have a good picture of him. I haven't been able to take any pictures of him. Drew has a couple of pictures of him, but I haven't gotten him to send them over to me. I am going to try my best to get a good picture of him, but right now, unless he's asleep, he is just too much energy. So getting a picture of him where he's actually sitting still is a pain in the butt. But I'm going to try and get a picture of him because I want to add him into the just chatting rotation. Because he is stinking adorable. I want to show him off. He's completely bonkers, but you know what? Everybody is a little bit bonkers, right? I feel like you can really see the worry in Athena's eyes in this picture, but she's literally watching a ball that's behind the camera. It's like, the best way to get pictures of Athena is just to hold a ball up. See, therein lies the problem, because I don't know if he's quiet because he's sleeping or if he's quiet because he's getting into something sometimes. So it makes me paranoid and I have to go check on him. Ooh. Who's in here with me? Tyler? I'm pretty sure Blackie's in here too. He might just be under the bed. Hello, Tyler. Are you happy? You've been allowed peace from the puppy? He's been extra mad at the puppy, I think because the puppy likes to sleep on me. Like, if I sit down for long enough, the puppy comes over to me and tries to get in my lap. I need to stop calling him the puppy, because he literally has a name now. Like, I told Drew we have to come up with a name, because I can't make his vet appointment until I have a name. Because they need a name on record. But he finally decided on Tarkus, so that's his name. But if he's on me, that means Tyler can't be on me because he can't be near the new puppy, God forbid. And that's just like the worst offense ever that he can't be near me. You're sweet, you know that? Even if you did throw up on Drew, you're still sweet. Because to be fair, he wasn't going to throw up on Drew until Drew said his name and he was like, yes? Hello, sir. You chill? That's not really a good place to lay down. The arm of this chair is not very wide. There you go. Is that better? Judging by the claws that I feel in me, probably not. Are you afraid you're gonna fall? Nah, he didn't mean to throw up on him. But yeah, that's the thing. I love dogs and I love my dogs. But cats are just so chill. Even if Tyler is literally rubbing his head against everything to knock it off my desk. Thank you, sweetheart. At least I don't have to worry about him chewing on everything. Or demanding attention every 5 minutes. I would say, or not letting me go to the bathroom on my own, but the cats are the ones that do that the most. Like, I can't go to the bathroom without at least one animal pushing the door open. Are you stuck in the chair? There you go. Hold on. There you go. I do have to detach claws from furniture a lot, because Tyler and Hector are good at getting stuck in things. Hello. If you guys didn't claw the furniture, you wouldn't get stuck in it, though. Like, you have a scratching thing. We have this little alligator scratch thing that hangs from the doorknob. We used to have two, but somebody destroyed the other one. Well, I say destroyed. They took it off the door. And I know it was one of the cats because it was destroyed, I want to say after Athena was in her meddling phase. Because now she really only messes with things that, like, either we show her as in, like, hey, play with this, or things that are very obviously toys. So we don't have to worry about her with, like, shoes or electronics or anything like that. Pillows. I had to take my fuzzy pillow that I usually sleep with and put it up I'm probably gonna have to take the other one away. He hasn't been messing with that one as much. Actually, I might can bring it back out if he's didn't. I didn't even think about it. Last night was the first night he slept in the kennel. Before that, Drew and I were just like rearranging our sleep schedules to like work around him. Um, but I had put my fuzzy pillow up because he was trying to eat it, and this thing already needs repairs because it's just one of those, it's kind of cheaply made pillows that they put out for Mother's Day. So it's very fragile. Athena, not Athena, Jojo needs on it a lot, so I'm thinking maybe just the action of pulling it back and forth has like weakened the thread a little bit. Because it's literally just along the seams where it's busting loose. So I know it's not any damage that they've caused. It's just poor quality. But I had pulled it out of the way so that way he wouldn't eat the stuffing out of it. But I can have it back. I just realized that. I'm so happy. And also, if I have the needle and thread out, maybe I'll finally get around to repairing that. I've just kind of been like putting up with it, but I should just fix it. Like, I know how to do mending sewing for a reason, so I should actually do that. Oh, hey, go get some sleep, my dude. I'm probably gonna end it here soon anyways. I said I was gonna stay later, but I'm hungry. So, you know, ending it 10, 15 minutes early is not gonna hurt anything. Actually ended it like 30 minutes early last night because we finished No Place Like Home, and the last mission for that game just took the energy out of me. It was so rushed, and it didn't feel like a good ending. And I did double check online. That was the correct ending. There's nothing more to it. It didn't feel right to do the Return to Mars mission, because I think the whole takeaway that we're supposed to get is like learning that the Earth needs us and all that jazz. So it didn't feel right to do the Return to Mars option. I might play it on my own and see about doing the Return to Mars. And if it is significantly different, if we do the harder playthrough, then we'll choose the Return to Mars option. But it just feels like we're abandoning Grandpa at that point. Who, by the way, I looked everywhere. He's not back on the farm. So, again, just, I don't know. Feels sort of impermanent. Like, the ending's just tacked on there just to make it feel like it's ended. But yeah, either way, we're done with that game. We're going to move on to my time at Portia tomorrow. I have not played any of this game. I watched, and I'm using the term watched very loosely. It was, I want to say Dangerously Funny's game, like, stream of it, or some of his videos on it. And 9 times out of 10, I watch his stuff, like, as I'm going to bed, because he has a very soothing voice to me. So, I just throw one of his videos on. So, I've watched it in the sense that it was on while I was in the room. Whether I was conscious or not is up for debate. So, yeah, I don't know a whole lot about this game other than it's farming. There's some sparring. There's some social structures going on in the game. I do know they have a sequel out, My Time at Sandrock, that also looks pretty fun. It's like in a desert location. Love it. Probably gonna have to check it out whenever the game goes on sale. But yeah, so we're gonna be starting with that tomorrow. Brand new, never seen it. If you are a fan of My Time at Portia, I am probably gonna do some things that irritate you. Feel free to give me guidance, because I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. But yeah. Anyways, like I said, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go find food. But I stream every day at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time until 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, give or take. I have a new puppy. I'm human. Life happens. I may have to end early. I may stay late. I may be late. It all just depends. But, hi Tyler. I know you want attention, honey. Give me like 2 seconds, and I promise you will have my undivided attention, okay? Okay? Let's get those claws out of my leg, please. No. Get the claws out of my leg, sir. Claws out of my leg. Thank you. Thank you. 2 seconds. 2 seconds, okay? Okay. We are currently alternating between Stardew Valley and, like I said, My Time at Portia, so we'll be back with My Time at Portia tomorrow. On Sundays, I do a special stream at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time until 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is in addition to the stream that we do at 6, where we are currently playing House Flipper. Next Sunday, we're going to be doing a little more of the interior of the house we just bought, and I might go ahead and buy another one so we have two to bounce between, because I am very prone to I don't know, I don't like doing the same thing for too long in that game. I do enjoy working on the garden and I do enjoy working on the houses, but if I spend too much time doing one of those things for excessive amount of time, it can be a bit much. So I don't want it to be just like garden stream, or, you know, just actually the decorating is fine. I just don't want it to be garden back to back, because then it's just like too much. The gardens are very specific in how you have to do them, so they, you know, they're a bit much. So I just want to like change it up a little bit so we have other options to work on besides just the same thing over and over again, because we're running low on job options as far as our email's concerned. We do still have the DLC stuff, so we might look at some of that. We'll see. But yeah, in the description of this video, or stream, whichever one, it just depends on whether you caught it live or not. Either way, in the description of this stream and every stream I do, there is a link to my fiance, Shiny Haunter, Drew, whatever you want to call him. He also streams every night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time until 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. He is currently alternating between TFT and Cyberpunk. I cannot talk. He is currently alternating between TFT and Cyberpunk 2077. So feel free to go check out him. They've been having a lot of fun. I've caught a little bit of everything. If I end earlier than him, I usually jump into his stream and just listen. Not necessarily with TFT all the time, because, you know, I don't know how the game works, but sometimes I do. Just depends. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling and go get food. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you have a wonderful morning, day, afternoon, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And until next time, bye-bye!